Hello, I'm Jake, aka HamStuff, and welcome to F1 2025. Or rather, welcome to F2 2024, since that's where I'll be starting my career as a professional racist. That's definitely what racing drivers are called. People that race cars. That's definitely the right word. Anyway, here I am looking through the different cars. I don't know anything about F2. I don't recognise any of the names. So I'm just going to go with the car I think looks the best. Because if you look good, you'll go fast. So I can pick the two drivers, or rather between the two drivers, to be my teammate. And I can look at their stats. Your driver racing, it's called. I'll go with this chap here. And that's my racing driver, by the way. That's what I look like. The customization options aren't great. There's only a few presets to choose from. Honestly, I felt he was too handsome to represent me. But it's 5 lights. And you do have qualifying in F2, but I didn't have time to include it in the video, and it wasn't that interesting, since by default the AI is set to 31. And as you can see, a pleb like me is absolutely pulling away from everyone. So I thought I'd leave it on the default setting just to start out with, but evidently it needs to be set higher. Because I genuinely think you could win a race blindfolded. So, Bortoletto, Antonelli, not that it's shown here, but Oliver Behrman are also in this F2 season, which is why I'm pretty sure it takes place in 2024, because now they're in F1. Also, well, it's F1 2025. You're not going to win the F2. Well, hey, who knows? Maybe I'll win the F2, maybe I don't. I will. But you're not going to win the F2 and then the very same year join F1, because they're happening fairly concurrently. So this is Bahrain International Circuit, in case I haven't mentioned it. And I get the fastest lap. Hoorah! Oh, Bortoletto's in this as well. I didn't mention him. He's one of the new rookies that came to F1. So if it looks like I'm very good at staying on the racing line, honestly the game is doing most of the work. There are a lot of assists. For instance, it can brake for you and it can steer for you. And by default, all of it is on. But at this point, I didn't know how to turn it off. So for the F2 season, I'm going to have all the assists on, and then when I get to F1, I turned off the auto steer. And I increased the AI level to 35, hoping that might give me a bit more of a challenge. I guess we'll see. Not in this episode, this is purely F2. But also in the F2 you can choose how many races you want to do for your F2 season. I think it was 16, 10 or 3. I chose 3.
was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate. We've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
To achieve a lap time of 1:53. Yeah, I think I can do that. So we still just drive around all day. Well, mostly. There are also objectives. Sometimes you have to overtake somebody or set a specific lap time by a certain point, which I quite like.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
It gives you an objective. So this is your radio. You can talk to your race engineer. Well, theoretically at least. I couldn't figure out how to make any of it work. One thing I did make a bit easier for myself is in F1, which you'll see next episode, I had the full track map rather than just, the current portion.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
Well, there isn't a long way to go. There's 2 laps. So, yeah, I don't really know the track layout because I've never raced on any of them. The last time I played any F1 was F1 Race Stars, and the tracks in that aren't quite accurate to real life. They're just subtly different. Besides, I'm not really used to seeing Bahrain during the day. Because in Formula 1, I suppose it happens later in the evening when it is dark. So yeah, it doesn't look like I see on television, and I've never driven it before, but thanks to the default setting for AI being ridiculously low, I managed to do pretty okay. I've literally forgotten what this scene is called. But maybe they're particularly good, maybe their car's better than everyone else's.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Mowing the lawn a little bit. I think I'll mostly shut up for the final lap. And I just about managed to win. That was it, Van
Oh, you worked
Amersfoort.
hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
And they got driver of the day, isn't that lovely? So, next up,
Right, mate, I know it's your
Silverstone.
home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
So once again, managed to blitz the competition in qualifying. Also discovered you can change your wing right before the race, which I thought would break part Farmay laws, but that's how it is. Again, I could not get the radio to work. Also, while I was fiddling with that, I messed up the turn. So the team I'm driving for is called Van Amersfoort Racing, which is from the Netherlands. They're in Formula 2, 3, Formula Regional European, which I've literally never heard of, and Italian F4. So there's like one Formula 1, there's one Formula 2 and one Formula 3. Are they different F4 series? Because I didn't really follow F1. I watched the ones when it was on. I've been watching Ferrari and Computer win. Robert Kubica actually nearly drove for Ferrari in Formula 1. And speaking of drivers, notable former drivers for the Van Amersfoort Racing F2 team include Jos Verstappen, Christian Albers, Guido van der Garde, Franco Colapinto, Liam Lawson, Mick Schumacher, Oliver Behrman, Charles Leclerc, and Max Verstappen. So I could be in good company.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
So my current teammate
Okay,
in
mate.
this F2,
We've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
my current teammate in this F2 series is Rafael Villagomez, who's from Mexico, and look at his Wikipedia page, he's honestly a bit hopeless. So it really is down to me to carry this team to victory. but I don't think that would be too difficult. Hey, maybe in the game he's quite a good driver. Maybe he'll do better in real life as well.
Good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
So Max Verstappen, when he was driving, got 6 consecutive wins. But he still only finished the season in 3rd place. With 10 wins in total. Well, that's one more than Esteban Ocon, so I imagine Max had his off days. My other choice of teammate was Enzo Fittipaldi, he's doing Le Mans or something currently. Maybe they ran out of places in Formula E. Because really, he never really made it to Formula 1 apart from in one race. At, well, it was Bahrain, it was the Bahrain short circuit after Roman Grosjean's horrifying crash. I think he managed to break his front wing at one point. I suppose for someone that's literally never driven an F1 car before, it's not all that bad. It could be worse.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
It's race day for our young drivers here in the United Arab Emirates, where the Yas Marina circuit is about to play host to the Abu Dhabi Formula 2 race. Let's get started.
So, final race, disaster I've completely
Yas Marina
messed up
Circuit is a
qualifying.
3.2-mile racetrack built on the man-made Yas Island. In addition to the 16 corners, it features 2 very long straights. Now these will be the driver's main overtaking chances today into turn 5 and turn 7. As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race.
So see how disastrous it
A
was.
fantastic effort from Gabriel Bortoleto yesterday puts him on pole position, with Amaury Cordial alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hajar, Antonelli, Joshua Dirksen, Colapinto, Aaron, Miney, Verschoor, Zane Maloney, Crawford, Hauger, Ollie Behrman, Juan Manuel Correa, Pepe Marti, Miata, Stanek, Zach O'Sullivan, Martins, Villa Gomez, Barnard, and Ace. Now it's almost time to lights out. So let's get down to the track.
That's how disastrous.
It all comes down to this. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me, and for the final time this season, we're about to go racing. Alex, you're looking to sign off in some style.
With some luck, we might just be able to work our way up the field, but we need a good start. Keep it clean, okay?
So I've decided to go with increased downforce, hoping that will help me make my way through the grid in this last question mark challenge in the final F2 race of my season, and I'm already past my teammate. I must say, as just going down the grid order, some of the drivers really do look absolutely nothing like their real life counterpart. It's like you describe them to someone down a bad phone line, and all you had to go off was a blurry fax. A fax is like an email that prints itself. Anyway, I dived down the inside, managed to get up through half the grid already in these first few corners. But I don't know who my main rival is. I don't know what I need to do, how much will be enough to take the championship. So I admit that was a little messy on my behalf, but there's no damage, there seems to be no stewarding, they don't mind if you crash into each other. But I would at least attempt to do it properly. Now, I will admit I could be more aggressive, but I thought I'd attempt to give them a bit of a fighting chance, rather than just barge my way through and ignore track limits. Sort of
Okay, the start was
act like a
fine.
racing
Let's try and
driver.
move forwards.
The start was fine. Fine. I'm one step away from the podium and you call it fine. Well, maybe not one step, but, you know, I'd made my way past the vast majority of the grid, at least 3/4 of the grid. Well, maybe somewhere between 2/3 and 3/4 from last. That's a fine start, apparently. What would be considered good? Do I have to help someone give birth? Do I have to deliver a woman's child in the cockpit? Would that be considered good enough? Like, when's the last time anybody gained that many positions on a first lap? One thing I did notice, it looks like part of the car doesn't render until you get really close to it.
Good job, nice overtake.
So I leave the door open, see if he wants to come down inside, but no, he decides he'd rather pull up to a shoe shop. I don't know who's braking so early. Although making a melee of it over the curb, it doesn't matter, he's still nowhere near. It's like he simply didn't accelerate. I think that's where the AI are losing time, because it's by default set so low. They brake early and accelerate late. Whereas if you can brake 1 metre later than someone else, for that 1 metre, you're going faster. In fact, if you want to arrive at the apex at the same speed, for all the distance, you're going faster. If you lift off halfway down the straight and just let air resistance slow you down,
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
everybody would be going faster than you.
Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Well, let's see if I can achieve a lap time of 1:46.414. I've achieved my ambition of being a lawnmower a few corners back.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I was focused until started yapping. So trying to muck around with the radio, I did make a bit of a mess of the corners, but you know, with all the assists on Butterfoot, but I can't English today. With all the assists on by default, I could have been on my phone and driven the car. I could have been drunk and driven the car. I could be blind and drive the car. But I wanted less information with fewer updates from the engineer, but I simply cannot figure how to work the radio. Press R1 to activate it. You think it could be R1 to say, yes, I want this option. But no, it's not.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
I wouldn't say hit the target, more like smashed the target by more than 2 seconds, but okay. I feel my race engineer doesn't appreciate me enough. Also, I get that the F2 is meant to be an introduction into open wheel racing in the game, but it is very simplistic. Yeah, with racing during the day, F1 races at dusk, so the tyre temperatures are less of a concern. Because yeah, the sun's beating down the track all day. But you know, come evening, it's more gently caressing the track. And the night time, it's just radiating heat away into space. Here in F2, well, I don't know what time of day it is. It must, yeah, mucking about on the radio is not good for your racing line, who knew? There's another assist it has. If you go off, it will automatically recover you back onto the track. But yeah, there's no concern over tyre wear or tyre temperature. I don't know if tyre wear even exists in the F2 on the game. So I suppose in 5 laps, how much damage could you really do? Well, through the final hairpin. And a few more corners to go. Checkered flag in my sights. And not only have I won the race, but I've won the championship.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
And once again, driver of the day.
It was touch and go for a while there, but Van Amersfoort have done it. A great win.
But I wouldn't say Van Amersfoort have done it, I would say that I have done
this
it.
season, but they wanted to sign it off in style. Brilliant stuff, taking full focus into that one to grab the confidence into next year.
Grab the confidence into next year. Confidence for what?
As they make their way down
Anyway, now
to
you
the
get to see my
they're
podium
recognizing
celebration.
the strength of the Van Amersfoort team. Van Amersfoort aren't afraid to take risks on new talent, and it certainly looks like it paid off today. Fantastic work.
Yeah, we're not just one man here at Van Amersfoort. We're a team. Yeah, a lot of people have worked together to build the car, and I'm appreciative of all of them. And of course, my teammate has the same car underneath him. Let's see where he came.
Once again, I've been Alex Jakes. My thanks to Alex Brundle and the whole team. We'll see you next year when Formula 2 returns.
Well, these are the championship standings. I win, and my teammate... Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. So next week, I'll be a Formula 1 driver. Thanks for watching me drive a Formula 2 car. Remember to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and stay tuned for more racing action.